This is geometer, and I've implemented some new features for the phase 2. So first off, I basically upgraded my dashboard by adding a couple more things at the very top for them to easily access. So for example, we have this mastery tab, which I recently implemented because I wanted to implement mastery-based learning. Because mastery-based learning is very useful for users to see where they are and how good they are in different topics. So for example, let's say we want to look at right triangles. This will show which topics that the user needs to review based on how many questions they answered right or wrong. So every single lesson will have one of these, and it'll tell them like where to prioritize and what they need to focus on. And we also have one here that automatically suggests which lesson to review based on the mastery score. So this is the earliest mastery score that is the worst, so it'll select this one. And also, I implemented a leaderboard and go here. This is just a fun feature to, I guess, have some sort of extrinsic motivation for users to log in and get a streak so they can compete with their friends to see who can keep the streak running the longest. And I also created the account, which is basically the same thing, but I added one small thing, which is very important. This thing, interests. These interests may seem trivial, but they're actually used in the AI feature. So let's add a new one. We can do a basketball. Okay, now let's go to the main AI thing, which is daily reviews. An AI-powered daily review, which basically what it will do is it will take the user's mastery scores as well as their preferences and create questions based on those. So, for example, look at this question right here. During a basketball game, a player dribbles down the court. See right off the bat, it's tailored for this user specifically to be a little bit more engaged while also keeping the question very mathematical, not deviating from the source material too much. And the question obviously is at its truth math based. Actually, how I implemented this feature is by taking a previous question and just asking AI to rewrite it with the user's interest in mind. So in this case, we just have a simple Pythagorean theorem question. So if a user is stuck, they can also ask for a Socratic hint, which is powered also by AI. So, for example, say they want to see like, how do I solve for the? We'll do a more targeted one. How can I solve if the triangle is not a right triangle? I wanted to make the Socratic hint not too revealing, but also helpful to give them a little nudge in the right direction. Yeah, so in this case, it'll tell them where the right triangles are, which will help them uh, basically understand what formulas to use, but not give them the formulas, but know what to use and where to use it. So in this case, it'll be 16, 31, 17. And yeah, I made them all based on their features, and if we had added more features, it would obviously change it up for different questions. So I'll just solve the rest of them normally. Oh, I didn't read the question.
Wait, no, I do. I assigned to the. I assigned to. No, no, no. It's like you can find the value from the front. Yeah. You assign it to that's just so say like in distance. No, no, no. Yeah. I'm not. I don't. I didn't use it for it, bro. I think VS Code.
Yeah, so basically, how it selects these questions is it looks at the lessons with the lowest mastery scores and the concepts that are not mastered, and then selects from them. So in this case, uh, I think I showed you earlier that the first lesson about right triangles was particularly low. So a lot of these questions are from the right triangle lesson actually because we have a very low mastery score there, and the system understands that we need to review those. So therefore, it's pushing these to my review session.
I said that. Wait, okay, wait. I'm not done.
So as you can see, if a hint is asked for, it'll mark it wrong because obviously they needed a hint to solve the question, so therefore they don't understand it fully. And also, I got that one wrong. But yeah, let's go back to the dashboard. As you can see, we've this first lesson that we viewed previously. Right now, we mastered some start, but this part, the area part that I got wrong, is still in a need to review state. So therefore, I'll have to look at that. Oh, and also this transformations thing. This is an indication that since we at the beginning it was actually showing right triangles for the suggested review, but now that we've mastered this a bit more, it's actually moving to transformations which has zero mastery at all. So yeah, basically how the daily review system works is it just looks for less mastered lessons and pushes them there, and also adds a little bit of a word problem sort of AI powered question wrap, which just takes an old question and changes it to a word problem that matches their interest. And their interests, as I said before, are shown over here. And besides that, yeah, I also changed this progress bar at the top to a mastery bar based on the lesson that they mastered, and also added the leaderboard interactive over here, and I added 3 more lessons. I wanted to kind of get the whole entire 8th grade geometry curriculum just done by this one course. They can honestly finish this in probably 5 days, 20 minutes per day. But yeah, that's about it.